the situation ain't great. But you know what? Today is Saturday, which means it's reset day. I don't know where my white tripod is, the taller one, so we might have to go with the smaller one. Unless it's under all these clothes. TBD. Yeah, I have no idea where it is. It's probably in there. We got cardboard to deal with from Lego and Amazon orders. We got a desk that is a mess, and we've got catching up to do. But this was such an insanely busy week, which is part of the reason that everything is a disaster. Extra tricks for the littles, glasses, eye doctor's appointments and glasses, and volunteer interview plus streaming plus. Also got this big hoop, which it's funny because I was like, oh shoot, because we were in Hobby Lobby, which I don't love to go to, but I need to find thread and I couldn't find thread. And they had it, and then I found this hoop because I've been wanting to make a bigger cross stitch piece, which I have here. Don't mind it because I didn't have a hoop that would fit it. So I had to get the 12-inch, which it will fit in. But then I forgot that I also ordered some plastic snap things that it should fit in. So we've got this at least. So yeah, so we got a big mess to deal with. We got laundry to put away because the hamper is clean. We got laundry to do. But I think right now it's about 10 to 4. I need to start prepping for dinner because we're gonna do country potatoes. I need to get those in the oven. So we're gonna go peel those and get them in the oven. It's been a long time since I've made them, but I think they take like 45-ish minutes. And then get the kitchen cleaned up and dishes away. Also, it's the Holy shorts again. Can you see those holes? I really need to stop wearing them, but they're so comfy.
This lightness of being, we both know to be fleeting, like the last breath of a sunset right before the day is dead. But maybe the heat of today could keep even winter away. So I'll remember your laugh, 'cause nothing ever changes the fact that summer is for falling in love. Da-dun-da-dun-day. Summer is for falling in love.
I had to charge my camera, and I didn't take any pictures or any video of the food, but it turned out pretty good. I probably could have cooked the potatoes for a little bit longer, but it slapped. It was real good. I ended up cooking them for about just under 50 minutes. It probably would have been closer to an hour, which is kind of what I thought. But the man just left for work, and I sent him with food. We're trying to get back into being healthy, not eating out as much to save money and also to be healthier, and going back to the gym. But one of the things he wants to do is start bringing his lunch with him. So that is in fact what we did. We had some leftover pasta and some chicken breast. So we did that because he's at work for like 12 hours. And then we had some leftover steak and potatoes from tonight. So he's got 2 meals that he can have. But things have been progressing. I didn't even talk about the stuff that I did before I picked up the camera. I was sitting here. So like my morning routine is kind of like putter, do things, and maybe craft. God, I'm so pale. And it is so incredibly accurate. I am this pale. I wish I knew where the other tripod was. We'll find it. Anyways. There we go. So, I was working on this for last week, and I finished it today. I love doing little cross stitches that are this size because they go by so quickly. And I really like being able to complete something. I just started a larger cross stitch, like I mentioned, that I got the hoop for, but I also got this plastic snap frame, which I think I want to try because I've never used a plastic snap frame. So I got it an 11 by 11. It was a pack of 3 and it was a pretty decent price. An 8 by 8. and a 6x6. So I have a couple different sizes now. The reason that I think I'm gonna like these more than a hoop is because Ada cloth is thicker than the fabric that I typically use to embroider with, and because I usually just use like a cotton or something, and so it's a bit of a pain. So I think like these will be a bit easier. I'm excited to try it. I think I'll probably hoop that other thing, or snap frame that other thing later that I was showing earlier that I got them for. I had to add a little bit more to my basket to qualify for free shipping because I don't have Amazon Prime down here, and I'm not on the family Amazon Prime yet, but I got these. Aren't they so pretty? They got butterflies. And like, imagine how cute they would look in the cactus. So we might switch those out. So that, what else did I get? Oh, I got a couple needles for cross stitching specifically because I've just been using like embroidery ones. And then I finally finished quilting the fabric, and so here are the oven mitts. This is going to be the inside. This is going to be the outside as I showed. I need to sew them together, and then I've got the edge, the trim, and then the little hang tag. In the pattern, it says to do the hang tag the same color as the outside, but I think I want like that cohesive look. So I think there's a good chance we'll get this finished today, because it should be pretty quick. And it was funny when I was cooking, I was like, dang, I really wish I had these oven mitts, but I'm excited. I'm a little like, I thought I had cotton batting as well, but I didn't, and so it said the cotton batting was optional, and so I'm sure it's gonna be okay, but part of me is like, what if these aren't very great and I spent many hours doing them? But I think it'll be good. Also, like, I can't tell which one. I think it was this one. Yeah, I think this is the first one I quilted because I was having a bit of a hard time with quilting. This one went so much faster. So yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm trying to decide what to do first. So I washed the towels as you saw me putting them in them. I flipped them over. I've put our clothes in the wash. I want to clean up the living room because there's just like so many like random dishes and stuff just left around, and it's like, bah. So I might get on that, but we will see. Probably listen to some audiobook. I don't think I have to do any editing today because I've been like really on top of keeping up on my editing. Like, I'll record Tuesday and then I'll kind of edit during the day throughout the week, like 1 or 2 here. So that's been pretty good. I might have to do some thumbnails for next week, but I don't think I have to do anything for this week. I think I have this week done, which means I can do the schedule. So yeah, I need to figure out, I think we're gonna do co-working Sunday on stream. Is this seat taken on Monday, and maybe something else after. I'm hoping there's a Palia patch Tuesday. I don't know if there's gonna be one, but I'm gonna schedule Palia for Wednesday. Pardon me. And then I think Friday we'll do a TBD, and I'll just kind of figure it out. I'm feeling like this last week was real rough. Like, it was a long week. Oh yeah, I gotta show you the classes. So Tuesday, extracurrics. Wednesday we went and did eye doctor appointments for the littles and Wesley, and then they picked up their glasses. I couldn't get in that day, and then we were like super late. I had my makeup done because we knew it might be tight, but it ended up being like, wait, the lady took like so freaking long to enter everything. Oh, that's nice. We got some floofy hair. Oh no, I thought it'd be better. It is significantly a lot more. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we had, the lady was taking forever to put things in, so Wesley ended up not getting his glasses going that night because it would have just taken too long. We had to grab me food on the way home, and again, as I mentioned, we're trying to be good and we're trying to eat at home more, but like there was no chance I was going to be able to get home, cook, and start stream on time. So I'm like scarfing food in the car. And then Thursday morning I had an appointment at 11:30, so I had like 10. Whew, it's been a long week. And I had crazy dreams about like a mafia boss lady trying to like get information from me and giving me money. And I ended up like not really giving her like any information, but I got like $300,000 from her. And so I was like, which I still don't understand because she was handing me like Canadian 20s and then she switched to hundreds, and then I had $300,000, and I don't know how that happened. But in the dream then I saw her again like kind of hovering as I was telling Wesley and his mom about this. I'm like, oh, maybe if we chat more, I've got a little bit of information that I'd be comfortable giving up, and maybe I can get $1 million. So that was a thing. Anyways, I went and got my eyes checked. Contact prescription stayed the same, but one of my eyes, I don't know which one of them changed, or maybe it was always different, I don't know. But my glasses, my contacts are negative 2.75, and one of my eyes is the same for glasses, but it's negative 2.5 for the lens. And which now makes sense why I got headaches all the time when I was wearing my glasses. I haven't got my eyes checked in forever, so makes sense. But let me go show you my glasses. What an angle. So I got 2 pairs. These are like the more expensive ones because it was buy one and then you get one for free. So, oh god, I cannot literally see with these in. But these are the ones I got. I like them. They're nice and big. They match my hair. They got like a teal on the inside. I think they're super cute. And then these are the free ones that I got, and I just kind of grabbed them, and I grabbed them specifically because they're not something I would normally get, and they were free. And so I was like, might as well take advantage to try something different. And so I got like the, I think it's tortoiseshell, and I actually really, really love them. I think they look so good. And I'm happy with them. I opted to not do anti-glare on mine because I like never wear my glasses, but a little bit of me is like kicking myself in the butt because like now that I can wear them and I really like them, I'm like, but it's fine. I need to kind of organize. Here's my old glasses. I need to kind of organize up here because it's been like a mess since I moved in. I think goals wise, I want to deal with that. I would love to deal with this, even if it's just putting some of the stuff up there, just so this is out of the way. And then I'll feel like accomplished, I think. But I think, oh, and all the boxes over there. I think the first thing that I'm gonna want to focus on though is the, 1 second, don't listen to me. We'll turn on Droopy. There's some light. I want to focus on the couple computer things that I need to get done, and then I'll tell you about, I had my, oh yeah, so that was Thursday, and then Friday I had my interview to volunteer at the library. So it's been a really busy week. For summer is for falling in love. We could stay out late until the sun sets past 8, and the cotton candy haze nearest the warmth of your gaze. Raise your glass to mine, and as we drink, we would lock eyes, so we could disregard the thought of ever having to part. For summer is for falling in love. It's been a few hours because my camera died while I was making the oven mitts, but they're done. They were such a pain, specifically anything that had to do with hair, but aren't they cute? They're so grandma core, and I'm here for it. And they very nicely just hook right here where there was a nail, so that's great. But I've decided that I want to make bagels because why not? It's like 11 o'clock at night almost. So basically the computer, no, the camera died. I plugged it in, I did a little bit of computer work, send off a couple like emails and stuff. I'm like trying to get back into my net link ID for my university so I can take some free courses, but I don't have any verification set up for it, so I need to go through the computer help desk, and it just doesn't, their form is broken, so it's a pain. But anyways, we're gonna make bagels. It's a recipe that I've used many, many times before, and I'm sure it's gonna go great. I mean, here's the thing. Anyone who bakes, you know that depending on elevation, depending on temperature, humidity, etc., you're gonna have different results. So that's why I say it should go okay, but I guess let's start it. I'm also excited. I'm gonna use the KitchenAid stand mixer. Ooh, we got this for Azurite's mom, I think the first Christmas we were together, and she never used it. And then I came down and I unpacked it finally, put it out so we can see it in all its glory. And I've used it once. I used it to shred chicken, which, oh my god, life-changing. Oh shoot, that's not the dough hook. I was gonna say, it's my first time using the dough. That ain't the dough hook. I gotta find the dough hook. I think it's in one of these drawers. But I'm gonna try that instead of doing the kneading on my own, because that's the thing I hate the most about making bread, is when I just get like colored in the goo. But yeah, I guess let's get to it. But I'm gonna find the dough hook first. Ha! I'm so well organized. It was the first drawer I opened. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Dough hook in. Time to do the thing. God, also my phone's about to die. I guess I've been up for quite a bit today. Maybe I'll have to plug it in. I still have to fold the laundry, but that's the plan, is as this is rising, to do that. Alrighty, here we are. It is in the mixing bowl. I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna proof it in the oven because the AC's on, so I think this will be my best shot. It is in, and now we wait an hour. That was so much faster than doing that portion by hand. I probably honestly, well, I want it to work a little bit of flour into it because it was feeling a little bit sticky, so that's why I want to do it on the counter. But like, honestly, almost to the point where it's like perfect and I didn't need to. Dough hook for the win. I know what you did last summer. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the flour out because I'm probably gonna need the, why am I so close? Because I'm probably gonna need that when I'm forming the bagels, but I think I'm gonna move the KitchenAid stand mixer back to there where it lives, and then go fold clothes. I did fold a couple things while I was waiting for the yeast to rise. Activate. I'm a little concerned because it is bread machine yeast, but it should just be instant yeast, so I'm sure it's fine. Anyways, folding laundry time.
We could drive along an ocean reflecting the sun, or make a bed of green atop a wide open scene. Under a canvas of blue, I would draw ever nearer to you, to feel the dew on your skin. That is how it would begin. For summer is for falling in love.
I did it! All the cardboard's gone, and the clothes are dealt with, and I got rid of that box! Did I throw everything up there like I said I probably would? Yes, but the box is gone. Which is like super exciting because I think that means I only have this box, which has a bunch of random crap in it, that box, which just has hangers in it, a box underneath to go to storage, and then one box left to unpack. So really only two, which is exciting. I'm just waiting 10 minutes. I just punched down the dough. Boop. Can you see it? I think you can. I just punched that down. I'm just waiting 10 minutes. I got the pot on the stove ready to be boiling here soon. Got the pan for the bagels. I'm really excited. If you've never had like fresh out of the bagels, no, just a lid falling. Fresh out of the oven bagels, you're missing out. I'm so excited. That hair, eh? Just has not got any better today. I also need to like desperately do my roots. I'm hoping next weekend. I think that's the plan. Anyway, I realized it's 12:30 in the morning, and I still haven't talked about the library interview, which happened on Friday, which was shockingly was just yesterday technically, even though technically now today's Sunday because it's after midnight, but you know. Anyway, so I had the interview. Basically, I just went there and I figured it was like, unless I show up and I'm an axe murderer or, I don't know. Unless I show up and I'm an axe murderer or, you know, I'm really sketchy or something. I thought I could go higher, cannot. I think I've got it, right? Like, I was pretty confident. So I show up and there's like 3 ladies conversing together. I'm like, I'm just gonna go over here. And the one was like, oh, you must be Tiffany. And she's like, I was just telling them about you. And then because we got very in-depth in that phone conversation, she's like, yeah, I told them that this is where you moved from and this and that and this and that, but we all want to move to Canada and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so then one of them, there were 2 that were like more in charge of like store stuff, although like in all honesty it seems like everybody kind of wears a lot of hats, or if they want to at least. So she took me around and showed me all of the different areas in the bookstore. It's pretty comprehensive, and like everything in there is alphabetized by author, which I love. The one lady's like, I've never seen it like this at any other like secondhand bookstore, and I'm like, heck yeah. Love that. And then after that we went into the back, and they have like 2 rooms in the back for various things, including they have like half of one of their rooms is dedicated just to Amazon fulfillment orders, because there are some books that they get from like donations or estate sales or something that they're like, whoa, 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 this one's a little bit more special, so let's put it online, which honestly is great because like I found some books on Amazon used that I really wanted. That I couldn't find anywhere else because they're out of print. So like I think that's really cool. There's also like a vintage book section, which is anything before 1970. And then we went to the other one. It's all just like different categories organized, and people like work through there and things and stuff, make sure the quality is good or put in the clearance bin or whatnot. So interesting. And then we went to a different part of the library and we all sat down and we had like a conversation. This interview was supposed to be like an hour and a half, kind of max. It was like an hour and 45 minutes. But basically at the end of it, they gave me my little hang tag because I'm gonna come volunteer and I can park for free. I don't even drive. But anyway, so on that. Although like the parking isn't that expensive. The first hour is free, and then I think it's like $1 maybe. So I think that's great. But anyway, so how we're going forward is I'm gonna get trained first. I'm waiting to hear back from the lady who does the training in the shop. So I'm gonna get trained in the shop as a shop sub. So like if they need to get extra, if somebody's going away for a while, then you'll just pick up their shifts for like the time that they're away. Or if somebody calls in sick or whatever, because they always have to have 2 people on shift at any given time or they can't open, which I think makes sense. You got cash, safety, etc. So I'm gonna get trained to be a shop sub, and then once that we're good with, then I'm gonna get trained to do donation, because there is actually room on the donation team for Saturday, which Saturday, I say like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are kind of the days that make the most sense for me, just because those are in fact the days that I do not stream. Although maybe I'll be gassed and maybe I'll be like, never mind, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll see. And then at that point, once I kind of get that under control, I did mention like, you know, you said that the person who does vintage books might need help. I love books. I love history. There's old crap in these books. So like, I'm kind of down for that. Also really cool, volunteers get first dibs on all books. Danger, danger. So that's good. But no, everybody seems pretty chill, pretty good. I will be one of the younger ones, definitely. But yeah, I think it'll be good. So like I said, just waiting to hear from the lady that does the training in the store, and it'll be on a Wednesday. We just need to, you know, figure out when that's gonna be. And then we'll just do the things. So we're getting out of the house, but like, oh my goodness, it's like when it rains, it pours. And like, we're just so busy. Like this last week was insane. I want to start trying to get up earlier than I have been though. Like I I was gassed on Friday when I started stream, and then the game I was playing gave me a little bit of motion sickness, so it made it like even worse, but I was like, maybe we start PNG tubing a bit more again, just because then I can, one, not get ready, so then I can get done off stream and into bed faster, and two, if I'm doing this, because I'm so tired, nobody knows, so yeah, anyways, super good. I'm sure there's gonna be an awkward transition period, but it's good. Oven is ready to go. Water is almost boiled for the bagels, because the best way to get good bagels is to boil them. I also have I know this is obviously not a bagel scoop for this specific purpose, but it's what I worked out that works pretty good, because it can get the whole bagel. But I'm just waiting for the bagels to rise for another, I don't know how many minutes. I got a timer on, and then we'll do that. We'll put them on the parchment sheet on the tray, because I had put them on here without the parchment, and then I read, I was like, oh, they need to go on here with the parchment, so I'll just put that beside this. And yeah, it'll be good. It takes about, I have 8 bagels. I can probably fit 2 to 3 in there. You need to do like 1 minute on one side, 2 minutes on the other, so it'll go take me a couple minutes to get that done, but then the bagels are going in the oven. I don't remember how long they take. But yeah, no, I'm feeling a lot better this month compared to last month. I don't really think did I pick up the vlog camera at all last month? Maybe near the end. But last month was rough. So we're hoping that this month will be better. We're also about to have a huge routine change again at the end of the month, because the littles do go back to school. Which I think will be good, because Wesley will be able to get more sleep. Instead of like waking up at 9 and just like being up all day after like working until like 6 in the morning, he'll be able to, you know, bring them to school and come back home and sleep. But we also want to start going to the gym again, so we shall see how it goes. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up, stop talking, and get ready for this next step.
Summer is for falling in love. We could stay out late until the sun sets past 8.
Oh my god, they look so good! Oh, look at them! Yes! I was gonna wait to tell Wesley until they were out, but I could not wait. I'm just so excited! I thoroughly enjoy bagels, and like I said, fresh hits like no other. Okay, we've got 20 minutes. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning up, try to find the cooling rack, which actually I'm pretty certain. Hey look, I found the cooling rack. It's there. I had a better one in Canada, but I left it. I don't know if it was mine or my mom's, but this will do. Alrighty, it is time. We get to use the oven mitts, which I did already test out. They don't have that extra layer, so they do kind of get warm, but it's like they're not unusable. You just can't hold hot stuff for a long time. You can't use them for their intended purpose, but alright, these are hot. You know what? Bet you I can hold bagels with them. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful back. It's hot bagels instead of hot potato. I feel like I'm yelling because I got my headphones on and listening to the Gallivant soundtrack. It's so good. I lost my train of thought. I don't know. Anyways, bagels done. Oh, I'm literally yelling. I ended up doing them for about 22 minutes because the bottom didn't look as good, but like, that's a pretty good knock. It's not perfect, but I don't think bagels knock quite like bread does. They worked. They're so pretty too. Oh no, my battery's gonna die again. The stitching ain't the greatest, but they're adorable. And like the inside, bless. Anyway, I feel like I'm really short right now. My battery looks like it's about to die, so I should probably go charge in. Again, I love this Canon, was it V10 power shot? I love it. I love the great size of it. I can turn it sideways if I want to for that type of content, but I hate that it doesn't have external battery. That's my biggest issue with it. Like, maybe I need to like go back to my G7X or my GoPro or something to let, or like both of them. I don't know. It's a little bit of a pain when you're using two cameras, because you have to make sure you get all the footage together. But anyways, I'm gonna let those sit for a couple, but we're definitely getting into that soon. But in the interim, we're gonna take you over to charge, and then I think I'm gonna probably spend an hour or so doing computer stuff. But I want to, why did I take these with me? But I still want to get to sleep, hopefully earlier rather than later. Okay, I'm gonna just drop this down and plug it in. You can't, it's right there. I got it, but it's not close enough. Okay, I know I said I was charging, but I'm about to take my first bite. When I cut it open, like, I was like, yes. Yeah, that's good. Anyways, I'm gonna go finish eating this. I love bread so much. Especially when it's fresh. The hair is just, you know, I'm letting it do its thing, but it's like I barely done anything on it. It's because I was fighting, okay? I was fighting for my life because I was doing it without a hoop, and I was like, I can do this without a hoop, without tension. I cannot. It is not for me. But we're gonna see if this will do it. Did it say 11 by 11? I guess that's 11. Oh no, I'm yelling again. Happiest day of. Honestly, if you haven't watched, oh my god, that hair, I can't. If you haven't watched, I like how I thought that was gonna be something. If you haven't watched Gallivant, I'm pretty sure it's still on Disney Plus. You need to. Ouch. Why does this suck? I've talked about it before. I've pinched myself in it. At least it was just the shirt and not skin. Anyway, I'm really tired. I should be sleeping. But anyway, it's like a medieval musical TV show that knows it's a TV show. God, why is this so awful to get off? I assume it'll loosen in time. And it's just so good. Threatened it with scissors and it came off. Got it. I just went through and read the procedure book for the bookstore, you know. There was like one thing specifically that I thought was weird, and I know they're in the midst of revamping it, but it was, if someone pays with a gift card, treat it as cash. Okay, makes sense. If they don't spend it all, then you know, I'm gonna bring you onto the table. I feel like that'll make more sense. God, the hair's still awful. It's still awful from this direction. Anyway, so it was, if they don't use it all, then just write the amount that is left on it. You know, makes sense. But it said if they do use the whole amount, just throw away the gift certificate. And I was like, well, that's kinda not okay, because if they throw it away, then you have no tracking on that. Like, then I could literally just be like, hey, want $25 in free books? I'm just gonna say it was a gift card. And like, obviously, like, maybe eventually they would track the discrepancy down, but like, it sounds like there's been a few things that were done, oopsies, that they're trying to fix that were, you know, past issues. And so I'm assuming that that'll be on there, but that's definitely gonna be something that I'm like, I'm gonna ask a question about. Because I'm like, the other one was, I think I talked about the parking thing, right? Like I guess a manager or president or something beforehand said, hey, we need to reimburse people if they come and park there, you know? And it was, you literally just went and got cash out by yourself and like left a little note saying, hey, I took this much money for parking, which also is super sketch. Okay, we did not do a very good job of that. We'll probably have to, you know, work on this more. At least I can, you know, it doesn't have to be tight. It just has to be functional. Did I really just stop in the middle of this? Yeah, I totally did. I was having a rough time that night, I think. Oh, this is so much better. I also have clamps because I have a bigger one of these, which I thought would work, but it was too big. But I have clamps that hold that onto the table, so I could just snag those for this. But yeah, so it's like basically like, do you want money? Just take it out and say it's for your parking. And it's like, well, that's super sus. So they're fixing that. So I assume the gift card would be a thing that they would fix, because like, that's just like literally just asking someone industrious to just start like, you know, giving away free crap. So I wrote down that to bring it up. There's also a point where it's like, because people can donate because it's a nonprofit, right? And it said if it's a donation under X amount, it's put it in the till as cash, but it's over a certain amount, put it to the side. But then it said, don't count this at the end of the day. And I'm like, so do we not count any of it, or do we only not count it if it's over a certain amount? Wild times. Anyways. This is as good as it gets. So good. Oh, I really just want to cross stitch some more. I feel like this will help me cross stitch more by having this frame. Yeah, good call. I think it's like, I did the math. I think this is the edge of it. It's got a frame of cactuses and it's got a saying on the inside, which is moderately inappropriate, because why would you cross stitch if you couldn't cross stitch inappropriate things? Although I didn't get, you can see this is kind of very much not straight. But you know what? That's okay. Nothing needs to be straight if it doesn't want to be. Anyway. But yeah, I hope I can, you know, work on this now. I'm also using a different thread. It's a pearl thread. It's not like the typical, I'll show you. It's stuff that I got a while ago and I was like, oh my god, I am obsessed with this stuff. But I'm like, it's too pretty to use. So now we're gonna use it on this. And I think it'll be good. It's a little bit different, a little something. I also had great ambitions to put these lights up. Yesterday, my plan is to kind of put them up around here. I did plug in the extension cord that they're going to plug into, so like it's a step in the right direction, but they're super cute. I've had them forever. What were we going to the room for me to show you? Shoot. Oh, the embroidery floss. I'm tired. I'm big tired. Wonderfill, that's what it is. It's this stuff here. It is so pretty. It's the Allison Glass collection, and there were 4 different collections. I bought them all. It was like $200 and something, but I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. And it's been years. Like, I was on Blind Channel at the time when I bought these. So anyways, I'm excited to use them. We're using these 3 colors for the cactuses. And then, or was it these 3? I don't remember, but we're using colors and it's gonna be gorgeous. Look, they're so pretty. Look at them. Anyways, I need to put these bagels away now that they are cool enough. I let Wesley know that they were here and he's excited to try them. I think I'm gonna have one more before a dinner. I'm so dumb right now. Before bed, but I'm gonna toast it this time. and nom nom it, and then get ready for bed and climb in, and hopefully I get a chance to read a bit. I want to get through that Harry Potter fan fiction, even though I know it's not Harry Potter fan fiction. Yeah, I just want to get through it so that I can move on to something else. Also, my mom's sending down the book that I ordered and Donkey Kong Bonanza soon, I think, so I'm excited about that. There's also like some books that I saw at the bookstore in like, so I have a degree in history and a minor in Indigenous studies, and I don't really know like a ton about American Indigenous history, like obviously Trail of Tears and stuff and like basics, but I'm excited to kind of learn more, and there were books there about it, and then also there's a huge history section, so it's gonna be great. Anyways, I'm gonna go have a bagel and then get ready for bed because I'm so tired. I almost forgot to end the vlog, but here we are. It is like 2:30, 3:30, and I am done. We are not gonna read, we're just gonna sleep. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I think we're on like weekly vlogs now, so every Wednesday. But if you want more of this, twitch.tv/KeeperCGC, and also here on YouTube at KeeperCGC, lots of gameplay and stuff. Socials down below, I think. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!